let's bring in Charean Williams, Pro Football Talk, a voter for the Pro Football Hall of Fame, in addition to being honored with the McCann Award that goes to writers who cover football, and that's done by the folks at the Hall of Fame. Charean has covered the Cowboys for so many years, and Charean, we figured we'd check in for a couple of minutes as we're a few weeks away from the draft. What is the draft conversation and the buzz around Dallas as we're a few weeks away?
Well, I think, Mike, that they've got to address that defense, especially in the secondary at the cornerback position, having lost Byron Jones, and then trying to get some pass rushers. They really need help there. Right now they're relying on Aldon Smith and Randy Gregory possibly coming back and maybe helping them, but that's a lot of ifs for guys who haven't played in a while. Aldon Smith since 2015, and Randy Gregory a couple years ago. He missed last season. So you're counting on a couple guys that you just don't know. So they need to get some pass rushing help. They need to get some secondary help, particularly at cornerback, maybe a safety too. They did sign Clinton Dix, but it's got to be defense, defense, defense for this football team.
Well, the magnifying glass that is the Cowboys is the largest one in the league, and Mike McCarthy is now the head coach. From your experience of being around it and knowing Mike a little bit, what's different? What feels different right now with the way the Cowboys are operating compared to pre-Mike McCarthy?
Yeah, I got to sit down with Mike at the Combine and talk to him a little bit. And, I think he's changed having been out of football a year. He did the analytics thing and all that sort of stuff. And I think he's going to help the Cowboys. I think coaching has taken a step up for this season. I think they did really well in their hires, both as the head coach and the assistant coaching staff. And so I think that's going to be an upgrade. And so if you're going to see a difference in this team, I think it's going to be from the coaching standpoint. They're just going to be better prepared and better in-game adjustments than what they've had the last few years.
Dak Prescott, the question of the contract, it still lingers out there. Any conversation of any movement on that?
Well, they're stuck at where they've been for a while now. Dak wants the shorter contract, the 4-year contract, and the Cowboys want to give him the 5-year contract, and you can see where both sides are coming from. But, Mike, they've talked about this for more than a year, and they're not there yet. So you start to wonder about, when are they going to get there? And they had a deadline of Monday, this past Monday, because they were going to start the offseason program. But now that that's sort of been delayed, suspended, whatever we're doing with the offseason programs, going to a virtual program, then, the real deadline now has become July 15th. So they have a few months to get that done, but they've talked for over a year. So, we're at square one almost now. Are you going to get this thing done? It's still a question.
Keeps pushing down the road. Charean Williams joining us from Texas. Stay safe. Thanks for a few minutes, Charean.
Thank you, Mike.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.